Hey, Eagle fans, I'm Thomas Mott. Welcome into Fiddle of Eagles Now. It is time for our weekend mailbag video, as we always do here, almost every single weekend, I would say. Remember, for everyone who asked a question, we only pulled the 6-7 best questions, and they were all subscribers. You gotta be subscribed to be featured, so we do here on the channel. So, without further ado, jump into our first subscriber question. Ethan Wise, I think, says, what are your thoughts on us taking Drake London at 19, or in the second round if he's still there? I think he'd be a better fit for Philly over someone like Olave. Okay, this is a great question. I don't know about drafting Drake London in the first round, but I wanted to take the time to explain to people out there who don't know who London is, who exactly he is, right? Because he is the big, physical D.K. Metcalf of this draft coming over from USC. 6'5", 210 pounds, a junior who comes out of the draft. His one big flaw, though, of course, is that he had an ankle injury early on this season, about halfway through the year. He'd already eclipsed 1,000 yards receiving, was balling out of his mind, fractured ankle, done for the year, and so you have that kind of thought of how healthy is he going to be. It always kind of worries me whenever you take a first-rounder who has some, previous actual issues in terms of injuries. Remember the last USC wide receiver taken in the first round? Anybody? It was Steven Nelson, of course. Not Steven Nelson. Nelson Aguilar was taken in the first round by Philadelphia many years ago now, it seems. So again, I like London. I like the idea of getting a big physical receiver. If he's DK Metcalf 2.0 or he's DK Metcalf, copycat, then I'm all for it. The ankle injury, though, scares me, and that's where I'd kind of hesitate a little bit here. Maybe at 19, because, as you said, that is the third draft pick the Eagles have in the first round, so you spend the first two on linebacker, on cornerback, on offensive line, wherever you want to go, and then you're kind of free pick. Then the 19th overall draft pick could be a wide receiver, but I still think that they're probably going to trade or sign a wide receiver this offseason, and so I don't know if you spend another first-round draft pick when you already got Mike Williams, or you got Calvin Ridley, as we'll talk about a little bit later on in the video. So, obviously, they have to add a wide receiver to this depth chart. They need to do their due diligence. I just think spending a first-round draft pick on a wide receiver, Howie Roseman making the pick, and it scares me a little bit. I don't know if London is going to be the option or not. If you wait till the second or third round, the pressure falls off of the shoulders of the wide receiver, and you won't have a Jalen Reagor type situation that, of course, we have seen the past couple of years. Either way, pin comment down below. Answer this first question. Sign or draft? What do you think in terms of a wide receiver this offseason? Type S down below for sign or type D down below for draft. Let me know right now. All right, next question comes from Sean Gill, who says, most likely trade scenarios for one or more of our first rounders. Will Howie look for trades, or will it be a draft night trade if a good offer comes up? I think Howie's always looking for trades. In Philadelphia, I mean, they've been trade happy, it seems like, the past couple of NFL drafts, whether it's in the first round last year, later rounds in previous years. Here's my thought. I think Howie will go up if he's in love with somebody. If there's somebody on his draft board who, won't be there past 12, right? Because we're sitting at 15 right now, won't get past 12, then he would package to go ahead and move up. I also think he would definitely consider trading back at least one of the first round draft picks to get some additional capital in 2023. But it really comes down to, who do the Eagles actually like in this draft? Because I have people that I like I have some trade-up candidates that I would consider at least trading up for. You think about like an LSU's Derek Stingley, if he's hovering there around number 10, you get that shutdown superstar cornerback to go alongside Darius Slay. Garrett Wilson, if you really want a wide receiver, I got my big Garrett Wilson guy. Kyle Hamilton, we don't talk about Kyle Hamilton a lot, but he is very much considered the next great safety in the National Football League. If he's there at 10 or 11, maybe you move up to go ahead and get him. Tyler Linderbaum, potentially, if you need a center, although as I've said, not really in on needing another center. It all comes down to what Roseman and the front office want, who's Roseman and the front office think is the best player in this draft. And if they start to fall, if Thibodeau falls from 2 and he's sitting there, at number 6, do you move up for him? All these things and more will be answered, but I do think that Howie is going to wheel and deal something. I'd be shocked if they stay put and just go 15, 16, 19. As much as I would like to do that, I'd be surprised if Howie ends up doing it. What do you guys think? Trade up or down in the first round of the NFL draft? Type U down below for up or type D down below for down. I would bet they're going to trade down. Again, I just don't know, but you get my logic here. It all comes down to what Howie wants to do, and Howie's done some great things in the draft in the past and some really bad things in the draft, so we got to hope that this is a really great draft, right? Alan says, hi, Thomas. How was your day? I'm having a great day, by the way. Thank you for asking. I hope you guys are having a good week. Great week for Thomas. How about signing Minkah Fitzpatrick, and Williams, I'm guessing Mike Williams? It would be perfect and best scenario for us, helping us to focus good prospects on 2022 draft. Stay safe, fly birds fly. So first off, just a correction here. Minkah Fitzpatrick, I looked it up. He has 1 year left on his Steeler deal, right? So he was signed the new deal with the Dolphins, and then it comes over the Steelers. He's signed through 2022, so he's a 2023 free agent. So a little early there on Minkah. However, Mike Williams is someone I've very much been all for in terms of signing in free agency. Talk about signing free agent wide receivers. You need a big body guy. Williams is that guy. Very quietly had a 1,000-yard year this season. Like, no one talks about Mike Williams being an elite receiver because he's alongside Keenan Allen, and he's kind of up there with the Chargers, and the Chargers don't have a lot of fans. You know, Justin Justin Herbert, whatever. But he had 1,100 yards, almost 80 catches, 9 touchdowns. It was relatively healthy. I mean, I'm a big Mike Williams guy. I am all for it, especially now that the Eagles have even more money due to the Brandon Brooks retirement. I am very much in on Mike Williams. I think that he should be a real option for Philadelphia because you don't have to trade, draft picks for Ridley, and we can just go and sign somebody with no draft picks in Mike Williams. Now, we are so close to 24,000 subs here on the channel. We are climbing at an incredible rate. I'm telling you, the content's going to keep getting better and better and better. Welcome on all the new subscribers. These are the mailbag videos that we do. If you want to be a part of a mailbag video in the future, like next week, go down below and use the hashtag Eagles. And of course, be a subscriber as well. Help us get to 24K, maybe by Monday. We'll talk about it on Monday here in our next video. Quinn West says, if Devin Lloyd and Nakobe Dean are available at 15-16, unlikely, are you against drafting them both? No, I'm not against it. I just don't know if it's necessary, right? And if both of them are available, I take the best linebacker available out of the two, and you guys know I love Devin Lloyd. He's just better. He's bigger, right? He's Fred Warner. And when I hear the Eagles getting Fred Warner or the pro prospect, the draft prospect of Fred Warner, I am all for it. Nothing against Nakobe Dean. If Philadelphia takes Dean, I'll be happy with it. He's fantastic. We know this. He's a national champion. SEC, UGA, like great. But I like Lloyd a little bit better. I don't think you need both, though, because we forget about Davion Taylor. Like, Davion Taylor was drafted in the 3rd round a couple of years ago to be a future starting linebacker, and he eventually was inserted. You remember midseason this past year, he was inserted in the starting lineup, immediately got was it an ankle injury or a knee injury? I forget what happened to him. I think it was an ankle injury. It was something that basically put him on IR for the rest of the season. I can't remember right now. But I do think that they'd only need one linebacker, but like an elite linebacker to play middle linebacker. Taylor on one side, TJ Edwards on the other, or, Alex Singleton, whatever you want to do in terms of the other side of the linebacker, and then Lloyd in the middle. But I wouldn't hate both. I mean, but the odds of Howie Roseman again drafting 2 linebackers in the 1st round when he's never drafted linebacker ever in Eagles history, essentially in the 1st round, it's unlikely. We'll be lucky if he takes one of them, and if he does, it should be Devin Lloyd. All right, we'll go into Cool Rain's questions here in just 1 second. First, though, shout out to our friends at BetUS and the one-stop shop for betting on all sports. It's not just Philadelphia Eagles. It's not just National Football League. It's every sport potentially out there right now. I was looking at betting on some tennis matches this weekend. Maybe the Australian Open final, Rafa Nadal. I don't know. We'll see. You can do that with our friends at BetUS. Chatsports.com/EaglesBet is the link that you need. That promo code Eagles125 gets you a 125% deposit bonus whenever you first sign up, meaning you can get essentially your $100 deposit down and then use our promo code. It turns into $225 for your betting pleasure. It is my go-to place to bet, and it should be yours as well. I highly recommend it to just have some fun. $10 here, $10 there, nothing crazy. Of course, bet at your own risk and be smart doing it. Chatsports.com/EaglesBet, promo code Eagles125. Cool Rain says, would you rather trade for Calvin Ridley, or now there are rumors on trading for D.K. Metcalf? Who would you rather have? Hashtag Fly Eagles Fly. Metcalf, and I'll explain why in a second. We'll start, though, with Nick Sirianni answering this question. Sirianni was asked about this in his final press conference of the year, saying, quote, I know that this is a good group, and are we always looking to add talent to the group and playmakers to the group? Of course, but I like where we sit right now as the wide receiver group, and I think we can continue to grow at that group because of the talent we have and the guys we have there in the room, end quote. So, Pat says guys in the back, but also says, are we trying to add talent? Of course. That tells me, yes, they're going to go get somebody. I love Metcalf, and I saw this rumor. There's not a ton of reporting behind it. It's just kind of like, well, Seattle's in rebuilding. They might lose Russell Wilson, so why would they keep DK Metcalf? And they kind of put 2 and 2 together. There's no been, official, Adam Schefter is saying that the Seahawks are going to trade DK Metcalf, but I would love it. I mean, this would right the wrong of J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. You remember, it was Whiteside before Metcalf. That's the whole joke that everyone tells me every single day. And I'm a person with my friends. Do you remember you guys drafted J.J. Arcega? Yes, I know. I love Metcalf. I think it'd be fantastic. I might love him more than Calvin Ridley just because of his physical presence, right? I mean, talk about a big body receiver. We have Devontae Smith, who's very much in the mold of Calvin Ridley. 2 of them is better than 1, of course, but the mold of Calvin Ridley and Devontae Smith, who's probably better, and DK Metcalf, who didn't miss an entire season for mental health issues. I mean, come on. I mean, that would be a great pairing for the Eagles wide receiver depth chart. I am all for it. You guys like it too. I know you would like DK in Midnight Green. Drop a like down below if you are all in on adding DK Metcalf in Midnight Green. Who knows? They're going to do something. Like, I hate that we have to wait till March for this all to go down because I want to start making moves now, but I guess we're like a month and a half away, so drop a like, of course, for the video and for the future upcoming offseason. All right, one more here. Landon Shane Wolf, that's a cool last name, says, what would the Eagles need to do in order to go from a first-round exit to a deep playoff run? Very simple, and I set it all up in my 5-step offseason plan for the Eagles, a video I did that's got like 30,000 views a couple of days ago. It's simple. Draft defense and add weapons for Hurts. Like, it's literally that easy. Now, is it that easy? No, because you have to draft the right players, and they have to pan out. You got to coach them properly, and you got to, of course, get the right weapons for Hurts, because there are plenty of busts that happen, but it's very simple, in my opinion. You spend those 3 first-round draft picks, you spend at least 2 of them on defense, maybe all 3. I like all 3. I need a pass rusher, a cornerback, and a linebacker, and then you go ahead and trade or sign for a wide receiver, and boom, the Eagles are a lot closer than people realize, hence why they went to the playoffs in a rebuilding year. 4 wins to 9 wins. That's a massive jump. I mean, come on. If Philadelphia's close, they can do it. The defense needs to get better pass rush, better linebacker play, and 1 more good corner. And then you need to add another weapon on the outside and stay healthy and make sure that Jalen Hurts progresses. And that's it. You're going to win the division. You're going to go on a deep playoff run, in my opinion. All right, ultimate for today on our Eagles weekend mailbag video, of course. We'll have plenty more content next week, including another mailbag video, which you can be a part of now by using the hashtag Eagles in the comments section. Be a subscriber as well. And while you're at it, follow me on Twitter, at Real Thomas Mott. I tweet all the time, and most of it, I'm going to say, is Eagles stuff. I tweet other stuff as well, but Eagles stuff mainly on my Twitter account. Give me a follow at Real Thomas Mott. All we have for today. Hope you enjoy. Have a great, safe weekend. We'll see you guys on Monday. Thomas Mott signing off for the rest of your day.